can't believe it. Those ponies are helping someone just because it feels good. I thought I was the only one who did that. Oh my gosh! What is that? It's beautiful! I never thought I'd see anything so incredible, so perfect! This is what I've been searching for all this time. This must be my destiny! And that cutie mark thing is pretty cool too. But that ass though? Woo!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show, episode 536. We have a whirlwind of an episode for you today, so we're going to quickly get on the right foot and hop to it, making sure we keep at a glorious pace. I am your host, Circuit Main. And we are joined by Deathlight Productions.
Hello, everybody.
Now, we can slow down a little bit. We also are joined by DM21.
How are you doing, y'all?
And speeding right along, let's get Tech Stallion quickly in here.
Nothing can slow me down.
Wow, such a speeder. We also have Toakoi. And we are also joined by Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
No, I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I don't blame.
Okay, fine.
I don't blame you.
No, it's okay. He's got to be our straight man. Well, you know.
But I'm not straight.
Yeah, I know. I just realized.
I was about to make a joke.
I realized it. Yeah.
That was a good moment of silence there. I'm very proud of us for that.
And we're here. All right, we're here to bring you the Brony community for this week, and of course, it wasn't this week, but last week, which was more intense. We had Winnie City PonyCon over in the Great Chicago area. And I'm actually really excited about this, as we have Crazy Matt Captain that is going to be joining us a little bit later to give us the spiels, the talk, and everything in between. To basically talking about his experience with Winnie City, which is one of the cons I really hope I can check out one day, outside of the other ones that I also want to check out. I really want to go to a lot of cons. I don't know why. But
Because you want to see people?
But yes.
Yeah, they're fun when you're a guest.
Yes. They are fun when you're a guest. But they can be fun when you work them too, as long as it's worked well. But I'll leave that one alone. That's a whole nother fun thing. Anyway, but along with that, we do also have the beginnings of the artist training ground, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. And we also have the next in the series of fights between the Brony Show crew and Soul Calibur 6. But first, of course, we're going to do what we always do, giving ourselves a chance to warm up our vocal cords. And I'm just going to slowly descend into random accents here, because I'm just losing my mind as it is. Well, we're going to go...
I'm going to say random accents. You need to really work on them random accents, man.
We're just going to go ahead and get the soapbox up here and let everybody have some time with some wub.
Oh, yeah, say here, Doc.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and get some wub time in with some What's Up Brony. So, I must ask all of you once again, as I do every single week. What's up, bronies?
I learned this week that my general manager doesn't understand why I say I have a lot of yard work to do as I deal with almost 2 acres worth of land.
Oh, that sounds like a hoop.
I am a country boy in a city, and I'm kind of like, yeah, I do that. Doesn't everyone?
Right.
Beyond that, it's just been a standard work, sleep, art.
Alright, that sounds like a hoop. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on with them?
Well, I was doing the greatest this weekend, so I didn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm not gonna lie. Most of my time has basically been a combination of trying to get through Tears of the Kingdom, but doing it in the most gloriously exploratory way possible. Basically, doing random gibberish the whole time.
Yeah.
And the other half is participating in the training ground. But, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I did check my weight, and I'm down 5 pounds, so that's great.
Oh, that's good to hear, man.
It is a pain in the ass trying to lose any weight in this house, I'll be honest.
Just too many sweet treats being brought in.
No, I'm thinking too many potatoes.
When you are the lightest person in the house and people are already concerned because they don't think you eat enough, they'll just straight up try to shove food in your face almost constantly.
Oh, you got the grandma syndrome.
Yep.
Why go just a twig? Why don't we go ahead and you gotta fatten you up? Let's get you an extra slice of that lasagna, and we also got a triple layer chocolate cake.
You drink too much. You shouldn't drink.
Neither of my grandmothers were ever actually like that.
Neither were mine.
None of mine either, but my family is. My grandparents aren't.
I call it grandma syndrome just because it just reminds me of those grandmas from like the old 80s and 90s shows. You know, you just like, oh, you're just a twig. It's like, oh, my grandma's never anything like that.
Speaking of the 90s, the 90s show is not very, it isn't as good as I hoped it was.
Well,
but, I guess
it's not the same chemistry. You have the same actors, but you also have new actors coming in.
Also the writing.
Other news. I finished watching My Hero Academia, and then today in a group I'm in, they're like, yeah, so we have somebody from the industry that's going to be talking about character design and adaptation to shows and whatnot. And they helped with the character designs and simplifying some of the costumes and stuff for My Hero Academia. I'm like, why do I have to be working?
Why do I have to make money? I want to be invested.
Why am I still here? Okay. I feel that.
That would have been really interesting to watch, even if they weren't connected to My Hero Academia, because there are just so many shows and stuff where you're like, I read the comics. Why do they choose these decisions for their costumes and their hairstyle and whatnot for the show?
The simplest answer is animation.
Yeah, but why? Like, there's a lot of reasons on why you do that, but not a lot of people know those reasons.
There's a lot of reasons, and sometimes they're
more
different.
appealing, unique, and awesome to look at.
Not entirely. Sometimes it's just to make them easier to draw or easier to animate, because if you get too much detail animation, it becomes a lot harder. Or budgetary reasons, or it can actually get really, really complicated the quicker you go into it. It all depends on basically.
Or it can be just a very simple thing where it's like, well, it didn't look good at all angles, so we needed to adapt it. But yeah.
It could also be the simple, I don't know. I just did it. I just did it.
She needed to look better that way. I just did
it. Power Girl syndrome. We all had a challenge to see just how big we can. Anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
look it up. Look it up. It's fun. Power Girl's a trip if you ever look it up. Anyway, let's get back to that.
It would have been a very interesting thing just to sit in on and watch, regardless. But it's like,
a little bit of What's Up Brony going on with me. Might be reaching the end of the climax of the insanity that happened way back in February when we had the massive snowstorm that took out my carport. The carport has been pretty much repaired. we finalized the last little bits of work that needed to be done with floodlights and some guttering system. I've given them thousands of dollars worth of insurance money. It hurt to let go of that check. And now I just gotta wait for the final look around from the from my mortgage company, just so they can approve the work. And then I have to pay off my portion of it per se, because unfortunately it does have a deductible, so I don't get off completely scot-free.
It's all right. It happens.
Nah, no, it's still a pain in the ass.
At least it's fixed.
Yeah. What's a carport? Take a garage and then take out the walls.
Basically, it's a roof with poles.
Pretty much.
That's what I have at my place too.
But in all honesty, it's better than it's better than nothing, especially when you get storms and hot weather and stuff.
Hey, you
Okay,
lucky
Suki,
bastard.
correct me if I'm wrong. As long as there's an open side to it, it's still a carport and not a garage.
Wrong.
Ah,
I haven't really cared that much to think about that. So.
all right. Second, correct me.
It's basically the whole idea of the carport is basically just have a roof on stilts. It can't be attached to one wall, but yeah, unless it's like unless it's like encased in like a building like structure, I think you have to have 3 walls maybe, or you know what, I don't know. I mean, the fact is the only reason the insurance even covered it was because the shed was attached to the other end. So I have no idea how to explain it as opposed to anybody else.
The answer is you got lucky. And
Pretty much.
grateful.
Moving on. Agree. I absolutely
Let's
agree.
move.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on before we go ahead and get into the news?
Oh yeah, I got news that my cat might no longer might not be with us for much longer.
Oh, that sucks, man.
That does suck. Sorry to hear that.
It's a circle of life, but it don't have to be nice.
Did you? We're gonna mute Toa. We're gonna just go ahead and move.
It never is nice, but pointing it out isn't always.
Yeah, yeah. That was about as tactful as a tack on a chair, man. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and move on.
Someone has to say a eulogy about me. I'm not getting Toa to do it.
Nah, I get it. Nah, but all honesty, sorry to hear that. Well, why don't we go ahead and go on to some pony news here? Try to find the good, happy lining and everything here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start off with well, the pony conventions. Because now that Winnie City is done, it's time to go to the next big one, which of course is going to be TrotsCon. And also, just a bit of a heads up and a warning to everybody, you'll see that our IRC chat is currently inaccessible. It's because it's no longer there. Or to be specific, the IRC it appears to be currently down right now, so we only have our Restream chat available to us. But we do have TrotsCon that's coming up in just 3 weeks and a couple of days. This TrotsCon is particularly momentous because they're doing it in a new location over in Dayton, Ohio, which unfortunately is really hard to get to at times. And it's also going to be the last convention appearance of the Traveling Pony Museum, where they're also going to be auctioning off a large majority of their collection to lucky buyers. So, yeah, missing out on a lot of stuff, too, because unfortunately, because of the new location, as well as my current work things, unless something really ridiculous happens in the next couple weeks, I probably will not be able to attend TrotsCon this year. So, all I could do is wish anybody going out to TrotsCon has a great time. And, yeah, I hope somebody can get some great pieces of Brony work history that is out there.
Well, we're not fully out of it because we did have something from the collection coming to you.
That's not exactly part of the collection. That's just part of history in general.
True.
Honestly, I would have loved to get the book, the Elements of Harmony book that they always have on display. That thing looks amazing. But we're gonna go ahead and the other convention coming up in just 8 weeks and 2 days. So so just 8 weeks and a couple of change. We have Everfree Northwest, and
That's where everyone's going here.
Pretty much, a lot of us are going to be going. We have plans for Coldust, myself, Toakoi, Deathlight, and I think there might be others that I might be forgetting. Please let me know if I am.
I think that's the main cast, because Screech's not able to attend
at the moment,
and I don't think Mossman would be able to swing it at the moment either.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm part of the main cast now? When that happened?
Yes.
Well, you're part of the panelists, and you are a well-known face.
You have a fighting character made in your image.
That guy is solemnly beat up by me. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. But yeah, no.
Okay, so let's go to Everfree and let's see who really wins.
Fine. Well, listen. Oh, you want to bring this on? I'm a heavyweight. We'll drink. I'll drink you under the. Oh, you mean actually fighting? I was going to talk about drinks.
Both ways.
All right then, let's do the drinks. All right, let's
we
go.
can drink and fight. It's fine with me.
Let's see, Just My Mage. Ever thought of filming and taking pictures at the cons? Yes. Have I tried it? Yes. Did it work? No. I have never.
Last year it did not work. There's an image that I made of the 3 times it
Oh my
tried for
god.
500.
Oh my god. No, in fact, the only time it did work. Now I've become a meme on our own Discord.
Yep.
However, I am going to go ahead and announce not the obvious thing here. But I am going to be bringing the Twiggy plushie with me to Everfree and doing the Adventures of Twiggy and Everfree Northwest. So there will be pictures of Everfree, and Twiggy will be in probably most of them. Because the Adventures of Twiggy actually went off rather well at BabsCon, I figured Everfree would be a great way to do it too.
When is that exactly? A few weeks from now?
It's up on screen unless
No. It's still there, but yeah, it is in about it's 8 weeks and 2 days. So it's coming up.
Yeah, well, I didn't have it on screen. That's why I asked.
No
My
worries.
trunk is still going strong. I'm just rattling the last little bit out, and I think we should be good.
Excellent. So yep, and that means I got all of my rooms in my hotel room booked up. I'm happy.
Yay!
Yay! I don't have to worry about extra money. Oh, what? Oh, that's okay. Sorry. What? You know, that's for future circuit to worry about. Sorry, I just got a bit of a heads up. I got a bit of a heads up. It's too early to say anything at the moment, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on here.
Future Circuit will comment on another day.
Future Circuit hates me a lot. I don't know why. Anyway.
Because he has to live with your consequences.
Yes, he does. Anyway, just a reminder that we do have the Week of Pony History and links from Equestria Daily in the show notes. If you want to take a look at all of the crazy things that happened this week in the Brony history, it's all there. And at least the parts that they bring out, and it's some really good stuff. This case, it talks about the Legend of Derpy, the Legend of Zelda mod that came out, letting you play as Derpy, which was a lot of fun. Had some great music and just a good and fun general history to check out. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next little fun thing, because why not? So, Generation 5, what? Anyway.
Yeah, move on.
Right. Sorry. But we were moving. Yeah, we got first the late G5 has had the latest season come up. And with that, now we of course have to have an episode guide because there's so much content out there. I am not kidding. It's actually kind of funny. G4 may have more seasons at the moment and probably is going to have a lot more episodes. But the amount of G5 content that is out there, if you really look, is quite extensive. Just to give an idea, we have a Netflix series, we have a YouTube series, we have a podcast series, comic books, and I think there's even a few general books out there. Or there will be. And also a video game. Content!
Too bad we never got a G4 video game.
When
I
also-
know the mobile game doesn't count.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like I have to make a slight correction. We have a YouTube show that is turning into a Netflix show.
Yes and no. The fact that they're putting the episodes on YouTube first, I'm gonna say that it's actually being added to Netflix. But you still can't see all the episodes on Netflix, which is not surprising.
It's just a different format on Netflix.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go. But yeah, if you need it, we have an episode guide now, including films or specials, part of the main series or reference in later episodes, first appearances of songs, and humor that may be unsuitable for adults. Gee, I wonder what that's all about. So,
Humor unsuitable for adults?
let's see. We got Pup Hunt. Oh, right. I get it now. It dawned on me. Yeah. Humor unsuitable for adults. Which also means that we become old fogies. Yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and... Yeah, if you really wanted to know all of the stuff that has come out, where music might be coming from, or just basically the general flow of how the episodes and everything are going... Now you have literally an episode guide to go through everything.
Hasbro basically telling us, hey, every new generation, we're not trying to pander to the Brony community.
Which is not surprising, you know, I get it.
They should. No, don't.
Well, G4 did a good job of that, so they
Adult-
have that for us.
Adult Pony Swim. There'd be so many butt jokes.
It'd be bad. It'd probably ruin the show.
so many copycats, like, hey, you want to do it?
No, worse. I'm just thinking, hey, Twilight, let's just get in the portal, Twilight. Quick, get it out. 20-minute adventure, Twilight.
Let's go.
Let's go, Twilight. I got beer in the car, Twilight. Alright, sorry.
I got magic powder in the back. It's fire. Come on, let's go.
I got powdered unicorn horn, Twilight. It's not really powdered unicorn horn, but goddamn it doesn't feel like it.
Anyway.
They were in season 8.
Anyway. So, yeah, if you want, like I said, if you want to check this out, there is plenty of content here, especially if you want to make sure you have touched everything. And to be honest, I'm actually really, really close. I haven't gotten the Book of Adventure. I don't think I got the Easter egg surprise. I don't got the... Okay, you know what? I'm not as close as I thought. But I got the virtual magic. I actually went through the virtual magic. That was actually kind of amazing. That was fun. And how you doing, Syncry? But yeah, and it does look like they are going to be editing this up a little bit with future content as it comes out. So, 100%, please, if you are interested in G5 or you want to just see what is out there and available, especially if you want to go lore hoarding, now's the opportunity to do so.
Well, also it's good because, as we pointed out, unlike G4, they have so much stuff that could be canon.
Oh, here's something that's canon. Who's ready to see if we can lure Coldust out of hiding?
Oh no, where are you?
Maple syrup hard soda. Wait, even better. Alcoholic
Come
maple
here.
syrup.
There's a new horse, and she is
Wheel
awfully
of quality.
pretty.
Turn. Where's-
Wheel quality, turn. Where will you land and learn the lesson of the day?
Wow. Okay, let's.
Wow, people are really going for this.
Wheel of Calamity, turn. What is a lesson that we will spurn? Well, this one is all about animation and why some people should not be allowed to make a decision. In this case, Jazz Hooves. And the big joke of, why the hell does she not have ears anymore? And we say anymore because there is quite proof that in the first special of Make Your Mark, she does. Look at that. You can see the ears right there. And then later...
Tufts.
And no, there's no ears at all. Why? We actually thought it... Sorry.
She gone deaf. It was a tragic accident.
Actually,
Animation error. Animation error.
I smell lawsuit.
nope. In fact, we
It
thought so
happened
long.
Come on, I smell lawsuit.
But yes, the thing is that this was actually not animation error. This was intentional. Very intentional. So, like, here we have the reasons. Like most ponies in the show, Jess's model was worked off a base pony Earthberg, and mane and tail were added as part of the modeling grooming artists afterwards. Yeah, so basically she basically had the base, and then they added a bunch of stuff to make her Jazz. And the original design, her hair was supposed to be more voluminous, and so that the ears
a little bit more sense.
so that the ears would probably be covered up. However, when 3D came around, the transition didn't quite work out, and of course the hair and the way the hair parted, it wasn't quite as poofy. Ears are easily able to be shown off. Now, apparently,
that actually makes some sense.
Now the problem, unfortunately, is that it looks fine when you're looking at it from the front. However, you encounter the PS2 Uncanny Valley when she's at her side, and you can obviously see that the ears are clipping through the hair, basically shoving through the molding, as it were. So even though they were able to give her ears in the first special, after they started using the models more and moving them around, they decided, okay, we're just going to get rid of the ears, pretend that they're under the hair. We're all going to pretend right now. We're not going to assume that there was a horrible accident. Just going to assume that
continuity area.
And so they basically decided to, basically they removed the ears to make it match the concept art that was approved by the client for Canon. So now everybody, if anybody wants, they can make their own headcanons why there's no ears there, or we can all just pretend that they're hiding under the hair. Maybe she's got a really gross ear infection going on.
I would say the simplest solution here, put a hat on her head.
No, simple solution. Keep her in 2D. She's 2D only. You can never see Jazz in 3D again.
She's 2D horse.
She's 2D horse. But yep, there you go. The mystery of Jazz Hooves' ears have been solved. I hope you're all happy now. So let's go ahead and make everybody else happy. Now, we, of course, talked last week about the endless summer connecting covers coming up for, well, summer. And now our wonderful happiness has been answered. A full-on image without the title cards of the different comics has been released. With all the different characters and their own separate things here. Of course, you can obviously tell when one cover ends and the other begins for the most part, but if you could actually print this out in a big old wide poster and put it up, it'd look pretty good. I'm still dumbfounded they managed to revive an old 1980s cartoon into a comic book series in the 2020s.
They also have action figures.
Why all our playsets and toys? Oh, well, who am I going to knock?
Also, apparently they were referencing the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out.
That doesn't surprise me.
You see versions of them in the movie.
That doesn't surprise me as much as it should, but I'm not going to get into that because I haven't seen the movie and we want spoilers to be not here. So, yeah, if you want to take the image, you can now get a full-on image of the entire comic set. Of course, the reminder, the comic sets are all coming out this summer. There's going to be one for each of the different series that combine together. They all have standalone stories, so if you just want to get them all for their own enjoyment, you can read them. They're not going to be part of any lexicon, as for lack of a better term. Basically, you're free to read them without a problem. Just go ahead and enjoy them.
These are just cool freaking artworks.
So, now who wants to hear more about comics?
I say go.
Well,
buddy.
I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, issue 13 has been released. I haven't been able to pick this up yet, so I have no clue what's happening. But this has to do with the great bake-off happening with the G5 crew. Yeah, they're having a bake-off. But let's
Look very bakery.
Yep. Main 5 entered the Maritime Bay Beachside Bake-Off Bonanza with attending bar attended with bunnies. They also have a blitz burner, and also a bun, just a random bun.
Keep it going. I want to see how many B words you can roll up and still make a sentence.
Okay. There's also beach bodies, babes, and booze. Along with a Bayou Bill bringing his Baba Ganoush. We're still not sure. I still don't know why Bayou Bill has a Baba Ganoush, but he does. Okay, we're gonna...
Okay, you survived for now.
Thank you.
That was funny. For the longest time I thought that was a made up word until I think it was until I was in high school.
Yeah, no, it sounds like such a made up word. It
sounds like just something that somebody says to sound smart.
No, it sounds like somebody
honestly,
trying to pretend to be a knockoff genie instead of like abracadabra. It's Baba Ganoush.
Honestly, I blame MXC.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go with that. But yes, the main 5 entered a Maritime Beachside Bay Bake-Off, and nobody can agree on what to bake. 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a whole heap of conflicting ideas make for an interesting cookie. Apparently, it makes him look like the Generation Forecast, and Izzy decides to eat the marshmallow-flavored one. I made the joke! Again. Actually, you know what? Actually, you know what? It's kind of funny. Looking at the comic covers, 2 of them have Izzy eating something.
She's a hungry hippo.
She's a... Oh, don't call Izzy a hippo. Somebody's going to kill you.
Oh.
Wait, no, it's like the hippogriffs.
Hungry hippogriffs. Okay,
yeah.
We're going to move on.
Hungry griffins.
And finally...
Instead of coming from the sea, it comes from the forest.
And finally, something silly in regards to the comics. A snippet shot of the 40th anniversary comic has made its way online. And, of course, the funny thing is that it actually mentions the MLP Wiki. That's it. Just kind of funny that they're actually mentioning the MLP Wiki.
Oh,
so guys, that means Fallout Equestria is canon.
Yeah, it is. Actually,
I think they mean the show wiki, not the fandom wiki.
No. I don't know if the show has its own wiki. I think it is a fandom wiki.
Well, it's a fandom wiki, but you know what I mean. Between stuff that actually happened in the show and franchise versus the Brony community.
It could still be in there.
I
Anyway,
know.
so yeah, it's just also a reminder that the 40th anniversary comic is soon to come out. If you want to make sure you get a hold of that, I'm sure it'll be quite a treat. And now that is it with the comics. Let's go ahead and talk about merchandising.
Look at the merch.
Look at the merch. You gotta
buy our toys.
Actually, in this case, buy all our books. 4 new Pony G5 books has appeared over in Amazon UK. Of course, we start off with a coloring book with the U.
I can
so
tell
you know British. It's not American.
Oh. I'm going to tell I was British. Well, it's how you spell color.
You don't say. I do see. I do see.
I do see.
I do see.
I personally like the
fun with this.
But seriously, coloring book, really awesome if you want to check it out. We also got the Treasury of Tales, a collection of magical stories. I have no idea what that means. Oh, here we go. Join Sunny Starsky and her friends and...
stories?
Yes, why not? Magical spories.
We are high anyways.
No, it's magical spories. You actually plant the book in the ground and mushrooms come out. You eat them, you'll get as high as a unicorn. Anyway.
You'll become the unicorn.
You'll become the unicorn. Magical spories. Oh, I hate that. And the sad part is, I can see that working. We actually no. You know what? I'm moving. I'm moving. Where's it legal? No, where's it legal to grow mushrooms? I'm moving. I'm gonna make an actual. I'm gonna make a business adventure out of magical spories.
You might want to get checked for spories.
It's a $1 billion business idea. Anyway, let's move on. Join Sunny Star Scout and friends in Equestria as they have 5 magical stories perfect for bedtime. So granted, the stories we're never going to read because we don't ever sleep.
No.
With colorful pictures from favorite episodes, these pages sure to delight young fans. And we also have the Cutie Mark Mix-Up, which is basically the storybook version of the Netflix episode, including the horrible abyss, the horrible abomination that needs to die.
Parents who are too broke for Netflix.
And of course, we got Magical Mazes. Okay, who wants to bet that somebody is out just going to get one of these books and just have the maze line go all the way on the outside? I don't need to go through the maze, just go around it.
Also, second for the mushroom thing, you're looking at either Oregon or Colorado.
Whoever does
I can drive to Colorado in 10 minutes. No, 10 in about 5 hours. All right, everybody, I'm moving to Colorado now. I'm making magical spories a thing. Okay.
See ya. Have fun.
Whoever does that for puzzle for mazes is actually thinking outside the box.
Also,
Yeah,
it's
Da da da
medical use
da da
only.
da 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 da. Okay. But yes, a bunch of fun, weird little books. Too bad you can't plant one of them into the ground to make mushrooms, or maybe you shouldn't be able to. I don't know. So, okay, you know what? I say slightly spoilery, but at this point, everybody knew this was happening. On the back, it's been noted that on the back of a lot of toy boxes, it's showing Misty as part of the crew now. Who'd have thunk?
On the ship, on the crew.
I mean, I think everybody pretty much pegged this one out after about 5 episodes of Tell Your Tale with her.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. So we went from 5 ponies to 6 ponies and a dragon. They're just trying to recreate G4 again. All we need now is... Oh, no. You know what? No, never mind. I'm not even
No,
going
they
to...
want
not
a Starlight.
speaking, it might
They want a
happen.
Starlight.
No, actually, we are going to talk about Starlight. Because a Starlight Glimmer plush prototype has been revealed by Symbiote Studios. So those of you who wanted an...
are equal parts Earth Pony, Unicorn, and Pegasi in the group.
No, I was actually going to mention something else, and I'm just going to walk away.
Don't
Well,
be falling
Jesus.
in love.
No, I could so make a conspiracy theory video out of it if I really wanted to.
Remember, kids, don't be a circuit.
We can make a conspiracy theory about anything. Let's
Yes.
be honest here.
Yeah, we could. It's easy. But anyway, for those of you who always wanted to have at least a somewhat official Glimmy plush, the opportunity is quickly approaching, as Symbiote Studios has shown off their prototype Glimmy that will hopefully enter mass production, which is also funny considering that they just recently showed off a giant pile of Trixie plushies to go along with it. You can actually you can have your shipping pair.
Glam.
You can have your Glim Glam your shipping pair.
Well, you know, it's going to be a lot of Glimmer Gang.
Of course, the Glimmer Gang is going to go all in.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
You will
Same
find
there.
these everywhere.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. We're going to go ahead and move on now. Last little bit of news here. Wonderful, the Prague Film Orchestra played the Princess Twilight Orchestral Suite. This was clipped out to just the Princess Twilight Orchestral Suite. This was a classic Melodic Pony song, who unfortunately Melodic Pony passed away some time ago, years ago, in fact.
Yeah.
But this was one of the big things
Rest in
that
peace, you wonderful.
yeah. But this was one of the big tributes that a lot of the fan community really wanted to do, and they were able to get a full orchestra to play some of his music. And
I
they
wonder how long it took to raise the money for that.
I think there was a Kickstarter for that. It was probably more.
I was like,
It was some time ago, but I think it was more just waiting for it to actually happen.
it was like a year or two ago, I think.
Yeah.
When they did that fundraiser. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, so it took a while for them to finally get everything together for the orchestra to play it. And yeah, they finally got it together. And yep, you can have one with the whole showing the whole orchestra playing the music, and also you can have the original that was done by Melodic Pony, just for comparison right here.
And you can play them both at once, side by side, if you so desire.
Yeah. It's a really an awesome tribute, and really why I love the fandom so much, because you get to see amazing things like this sometimes.
It was honestly incredible.
Yeah. Take that, you Avatar wannabe. No, sorry. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, we're having a touching moment here.
Yeah, I had to destroy it. We couldn't let it stand. No, seriously though, this was an amazing moment, and I'm so happy to see that it was able to come to fruition. And now it's completely edited to its own little segment. So, nice quick drink of water out of the way. It's time for the challenge of the week.
I thought we were watching the fight.
We will in a moment, but we do have the challenge of the week to talk about first. And of course,
It's very challenging.
It's very weekly, very challenging much week. Yeah.
I'm told that you were trying to call me earlier. I was in the shower.
Talking about no-eared horse.
Oh yeah,
we were talking about jazz hoops.
Yes,
and
yes. I saw the post about jazz. It's just like yes.
Yeah, we finally figured out the mystery of why she has no ears. But
yes, purely practical.
Yeah, purely. It's just kind of funny, and all things considered. But
yeah.
But now we're going to be talking about the challenge of the week, which we had in a random roulette wheel. Batman. But we also...
And the protest initiative challenge this week, which was not in a randomized wheel, but was instead just something that I said that came out of my mouth, which for some reason some people probably did. The protest initiative challenge this week was 7:30 activities.
Yep. And so to start off, I wanted to explain a little bit of this. I'll just bring it up first.
AM or PM?
That's a question.
I left it up to viewer interpretation.
And fortunately, I actually was able to get it to work in my favor here.
Hella.
So, as you can see right here, we have Batman Applejack enjoying a wonderful breakfast of coffee, pancakes, and fruit at 7:30 a.m. as the outside is being torched.
Amazing.
Now, the reasoning behind this is, at the moment, there is also the Newbie Artist Training Ground, which is occurring over at Equestria Daily. We are at day 5 as of this moment, and we'll be going to day 6 here in the next few hours. The day 5 prompt was either to draw a pony enjoying nature, or to draw a pony finding harmony in chaos. So I combined them all together to Batman Applejack, which was probably one of the earliest fandom art pieces I picked up, and I still have it on my wall. I do still love the Batman Applejack art. It's funny. And along with that, the 7:30 a.m., and I figured Batman Applejack just being up at 7:30 a.m., just enjoying a breakfast, and having her own leisure, and finding harmony in chaos. Of course, Batman doesn't work in the day. Batman works at night.
Mm-hmm.
So Applejack is off the clock at 7:30 a.m. and she's just enjoying her harmonious, relaxing breakfast as the entire town is getting torched. That's for AM. That's for AM support people to help with.
Could you
That
just
is
imagine
the Superman.
where
That
Batman
is
had a
the
timeout
Superman.
clock?
Superman.
That's for the day shift
Powerpuff
cops.
Girls.
Yeah, just have a timeout clock for Pacific time. She's like, nope, I'm done.
She's just flying in for the punch to take out like the poker one last time right before the end is ring. Oh, sorry, off clock. I gotta go.
And then next week? Okay, cool. Bye.
Yeah, no, don't torch anything while I'm out. I gotta work at night. I don't do overtime. We all know this. I want it in the contract. Now, here's a dumb thing I didn't realize until after all was said and done and I finished painting this. She's supposed to be sitting on a chair. I forgot to draw the chair. That's why she's got kind of the little leaning thing going on
You've heard of the invisible boatmobile. Now it's time for the invisible boat chair.
Yeah.
It's Super Pony's problem. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Rainbow Dash would be a Super Pony, wouldn't she? Just Rainbow Dash Super Pony knockoff. I don't know. I didn't hear that. Anyway, so yeah, this was my everything. My challenge of the week, my protest initiative challenge, and my artist training ground prompt, all in one little go. And
nice.
And the big thing that I'm also going to go ahead and introduce what I've been doing for the artist training ground. I decided, as much as I would like to keep practicing my line arting, and I do, I wanted to try to branch out a little bit as well. So I found some paint applications that I can use on my Clip Studio Paint. And I've been using them. Well, in this case, I've only been using one of them so far. I really should try switching up to maybe a watercolor one for fun, just to switch it up a bit. And just trying to learn how to basically paint with it as opposed to just drawing with lines and straight colors. It is not as easy as you would think. But I think it adds a different expression to it.
I like it.
So anyway, that's my little entry there. We also have Deathlight Productions, who basically went his own way with Bird Boy.
Yeah, like I said before, we just barely finished watching My Hero Academia, and it was like 10 at 9. I'm like, I'm too excited. I need to sketch something out. And one of my friends like, oh, why don't you just make them have a bird quirk? So so like anything a bird can do, they can do. I'm like, okay. And so this is my creative process for making characters, just so you know. So I decided to show it this time. Because it doesn't need to be clean, doesn't need to be precise. If something doesn't work out, you just go to the next thing. All these are meant to be like 2 or 3 minute sketches, like nothing of importance.
Also, I would like to point out, if people are like, wait, the bed quirks? Yes, sometimes they are just physical because it's DNA.
Or dragon from a certain character I saw.
Anything Bert can do, you can do better.
I could have gone for the one with the arms, for the wings and stuff, but I already did that with a different character, and I didn't feel like doing it with another one. So.
I could do.
I saw your other bird one, which I reacted with the heart.
Bird one.
Oh,
that's two muscle bros just tugging it out.
Oh god, I'm just imagining some horrible guy with a bird quirk. He looks completely normal, but he actually goes into an egg farm every day. He just goes into a back room. Every once in a while, you hear and the giant egg rolls out. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't want to know where it's coming from.
Not really like Hawks, because he has more of like tracking wing feathers and whatnot. Yeah, just normal bird stuff. Nothing weird and fancy.
Yeah.
I forget the bedhead person's name.
Yeah, it's Hawks.
No,
wait, no, you're talking about
Hawks is the one with the wings. I'm talking about the one with the shadow.
Edgy boy. Yeah.
Yes, Edgy boy. The one that has the quirk of the shadow but has a bed head.
We call him Baka. He's Baka.
I had to draw a light and just kind of sketchy because I mangled my hands on Friday because I had to cut 3 vehicles in half, and I also pulled like 4 axles that day.
Ooh, dude.
I got like 5 blisters over one hand, and I got a pretty decent cut on the other right now still.
Damn, did they live?
Barely. They're right now in recovery.
I'm so happy. I'm so glad to hear that they're in recovery. I hope that they come out of this okay.
Don't worry, as long as they have a big old hug from Muscle Bro.
Yep.
Cute.
Friend was having some art blocks. I'm like, oh, why don't you just draw these 2 idiots? And I'm like, okay. So I got that.
Yep. And Toa, I know you've been doing a lot of artist training ground. Did you have anything in regards to the prompts or?
The best thing I would say, since I haven't really thought of the prompts, would be the one I just posted, because is that stuff that you could easily do right now at 7 and 30, regardless of the time of day.
Uh,
Just sitting on a hill, looking at the sky.
Admittedly, I am kind of intrigued, but let's go ahead and with this, we're going to move off of the challenge of the week just for the moment, and talk a little bit about the artist training ground. As again, it has started as of about 5 days ago because we are on day 5. Now, as I mentioned, my challenge to myself is to be using paint tools in my art application to try to basically learn how to color and paint and, you know, be a little more expressive, things like that. What is the challenge that did you give yourself a challenge with this? Because I noticed that
I am actually using GIMP and my tablet for every art piece instead of going into paint. So all this is done by my hands. There's no auto shaping. There's nothing but me trying to be like, okay, I have the muscles. I know what to draw, and just going from there.
Damn, Toe, this looks really good. I have to say, I'm really impressed. This is really good.
The background is quite amazing. It actually does look like a grassy field. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's always been my strength with art. I can do awesome backgrounds. It's just, as you see with the pony, not always on model as I like to be.
True,
hey,
but
you get there. Honestly, you're doing really good.
Compared literally compared to how you had it day 1 to day 5, there is a marked improvement already.
Yeah, you're doing great.
It's
Going.
a good sketchy style for the shaping.
Yep, you can actually see the sketches here. You got the circle in the head, you got 2 for the body. The legs could probably use a little work there, but I'm not going to knock. The base proportions are good.
Day 4 was my tough one because I actually threw color in on and that simply because it's like, okay, Fox, hey, there's a Kamen Rider Fox. Let's try and draw the helmet. And I went, not the greatest, but the posing is... And you see, even to differentiate the helmet, I did took a lines. And so it's stuff that's not just the pony. Again, not the greatest, but I'm trying with just my hand.
No, it's okay. I mean, I kind of goofed up here a little bit. Of course, I may have inadvertently introduced everybody to an offshoot of the cow rarity meme. We now have Fox rarity.
What does the fox say?
Horrifying.
Actually, Fox. We call it Foxity, but yeah, I figured out something felt wrong, and it didn't really hit me until much later. I incorporated the nose and the mouth together, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have put the mouth completely separate.
What does the Vixen
Also,
say?
Circuit?
Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here.
Circuit, just to put it out there. Yeah, Fox Rarity, Foxity, or as the sane among us say, an abomination.
You think that's bad? Somebody said that looks more like an Eevee, and I may have actually made rarity on somehow.
In fairness, it's not the worst. Still, it shows that we are more than what's.
Also, I'm not dissing his art with that. I'm just saying the general. The idea is abomination.
I know.
Oh no, absolutely, no question here.
We understand.
And also here's Mega Mare.
But damn.
Also Mega Mare
because Mega Mare.
This one was a pain in the ass.
Super fighting robot. Mega Circuit.
That is not second. That is Lyra.
Thank you.
I gotta say, this is really good.
I made that joke.
But yeah, no, that's been kind of what my go-to has been for the artist training ground with the painting application. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and since since the artist training ground is going on, what I'm going to be doing for the next few weeks in the challenge of the week, instead of doing the roulette, we're going to say do one of the art prompts. Go on into Equestria Daily, check it, take a look at the art prompts, maybe for the same day, maybe for a previous one. See what one of them is, and try drawing based on that art prompt. Go ahead and challenge yourself a little bit. That's going to be my challenge of the week for the next few weeks, but do we have a protest initiative challenge in regards to that?
Yeah, I'm just going to copy-paste that. That's a good idea.
So we're in artist training ground mode, people. Have fun.
Actually, I have a challenge for y'all.
Okay.
Take a nap.
Like that one.
You deserve
that
it.
is a good challenge.
Honestly, I really do. I had to take a nap before the pre-show today too. I'm just, I did it to myself though.
Taken a nap.
I played way too much Tears of the Kingdom. I was almost awake till 1 in the morning last night. That was not smart.
Yeah, take a nap. You
Yeah,
deserve
you
it.
want to know what's worse, Circuit?
What's that?
After I'm supposed to start work at 8. Went to bed at like 1 o'clock. Apparently all my alarms were set for tomorrow.
Oh,
no.
I woke up and it was 9 o'clock.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You almost did the exact same. You almost did the exact thing I did. Slept at 1, had to wake up at 8, but my alarm clocks were actually on time, which kind of sucked for me though. I would have wished to overslept. I honestly would have.
I had managed to get a bit of a nap in before going to bed anyway, so I had some sleep before that, but yeah. So I mean, I knew I'd be fine if my alarm went off, but apparently somehow my alarms were set for Tuesday, not Monday.
That's a weird one.
And I only realized that because when I went to go turn the alarms off on my phone, it was saying like, hey, you want to set this again for Wednesday? It's like, why would I want to set it again for Wednesday?
Oh man. Alright everybody, so now let's go ahead and get into the final little bit of the challenge of the week. In this case it was Chaos Akai and his Brony Show Soul Calibur 6 CPU tournament. Of course, now we're going on to the next part of the tournament here. Get this
Today's
done.
contestants.
So, yep. So, previously we had me and Deathlight with me winning, of course. Me, then Commander and CMC with CMC winning. Now we have Train Man and Pain Man. Coldust and Vaguely Creepy.
Pain Man. Put up.
But it's Coldust.
Oh no, I'm going to die.
I'm so
Vaguely
sorry,
creepy. Go easy on me.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure to show you'll railroad him. Just gotta drive. You just gotta drive him in like a spike, man.
I'm just gonna
And
derail.
of course, Vaguely's name had to be shortened.
Chew.
So here we go, everybody.
Okay, that was very cold from your character. Ooh. Double hit. Oh, block. Ooh.
Alright, okay.
Ooh, that was
Vaguely is
coming.
coming.
Oh, yeah.
Vaguely is just whooping. Vaguely is just whooping.
All I can say is this
Ultimate
makes
down.
total sense.
Oh
yeah, there I
still,
go.
It still hurts to watch, though. I think this is the first time we've ever seen such a one-sided beatdown. I am so sorry, Cole.
No, this makes sense, because, like, I am legitimately the kind of person where if you took a swing at me, I would just kind of fall over even if you missed. I would just kind of disintegrate. I would dissolve into the earth.
Oh,
This is what we call accuracy.
Earth right now.
I refuse to answer this.
No.
Nope, the gun is...
I was hoping so badly for a sliver comeback. That would have been so cool.
Well, there's still technically one more round, I believe.
Wow, so you might need to...
Never has anyone held me like this.
Do it again.
No! Why? Oh, wow, you blocked it. Oh, no! Oh, no! Coldust!
Oh no! Oh, he's pinataing me.
Oh no! You were going so
super!
Oh jeez.
Oh, you missed.
Honored.
I missed. Fired and
You
I
were
missed.
doing so well that round.
You missed both times.
Hold on, it's not done yet. There's still an option.
Oh no!
No! Oh!
Oh!
There's still a game.
That is still in there.
The train has not left the station yet.
No, but it's definitely had a few of its cabooses kicked in.
all I can say is vaguely, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Oh no. I think it says over. Wait. Oh.
You blocked it.
Oh no, it's over. This is over.
Damn.
This is
he's on
over.
me with his Iron Razor Soul Stealer.
Oh.
Oh, nice Inuyasha reference, Cole.
Somebody got it. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I have a sister. She's into
Iron
that.
Reaver Soul Stealer.
The train man could not beat the bird
Stay
man.
out of my way.
Oh, that was not a match. That was a one-sided beatdown with a little bit of
That
hope.
was a massacre.
As far as the train losing to the flight being, I'm going to blame federal subsidies.
Thank you, FAA.
And again, we see fast builds are better for the AI than heavy hitters.
Apparently. Though you would think that Cold Dust would have been a fast build too,
Now
all
it's
things.
Suki versus Tom.
Yeah, but whenever you seen Cole actually hit, it did a lot of
losing.
damage, but then
Well,
it
it
was
depends
just...
on your build compared to Suki's.
I have a big ass sword.
Yeah, you're dead. Suki's gonna run you over. You have a big ass sword. We have seen what's happening with these fast.
But I said 3 of 3 so far, the fast builds have won.
Oh, this is gonna be disastrous. Anyway,
I find it funny that that's more telling of Soul Calibur 6's CPU AI.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
We actually experiment to see how fair and balanced that AI is.
Very much, apparently.
It's about as fair as balanced. You know, I can't make any good jokes on that. I wouldn't be fair and balanced if I did. Da-da-da-da-da. So anyway, that will be it for our challenge of the week. I do want to shout out one thing here, and I really wanted to get this in at some point, but it just was not happening. So I did want to shout out, we do have a Trust and Love music as part of our fan submissions and suggestions. Now, of course, we may try to get this in next week if we don't find any good music to close out the show, but a relatively new musician called Harmony Bop put this up on Equestria Daily. I found the music to be amazingly good.
Harmony Bop, huh?
Yeah. I thought the music was really good. They look like they're really relatively new into this, so I want to give them a big shout out. Have people check them out and see what the music is like. Because I think some of you might find this to be really good. And it could be the first time we get to shout out a new artist way earlier in their Brony music career. Instead of 10 years later. But, no, okay. Alright, anyway, getting... yeah, Curvestop was bound to have it. It's just, why Cold Dust? We quite couldn't have been Toa. At least that one we could have all cheered happily.
But here's the thing, though. It makes perfect sense, though. I am not a fighter. That is not who I am. I am a weakling in every sense of the word. Like I said, swing at me, and like if you miss, the pure wind will be enough to knock the life from my lungs. Just insta death. Just like
he's going too hard on the kayfabe.
Yep.
The what?
Oh, he doesn't know of kayfabe.
Keeping in character at all times.
Anyway, we love you, Coldust.
I'm so confused.
I'm very confused.
We'll talk about it later.
Such that, so I don't recall who it was, but they had to be an asshole to a kid that wanted their autograph.
I don't want to do that.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, it's basically it's mostly a wrestling term, but yeah, you get some people.
Well, basically, as he said, it's wrestling, but it's like if you are this character, you have to always be on. You can't have off.
Anyway,
I'm a character.
Oh, on the show,
you're playing up a character.
I am. I thought it was just being me.
You are you.
So did I.
You are you. You're quite the character, man. Okay.
May the world know that I am genuinely this dumb. Also, I genuinely like trains this much. This is not a character. I am just this way, and I can't help it.
I know. I was making a joke.